lot of play here lately since the passing of Brian Wilson, haven't they?
Yeah, a lot of deserved retro attention.
Yes, and Alan Jardine, I believe, is out on tour. It's called the Pet Sounds Tour.
Yes, he is.
With, I think he's got maybe a couple of the daughters of Brian Wilson with him, maybe?
Yeah, Carney Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're out doing the good vibrations of that great Beach Boy sound. It is time for news, 7:32, brought to you this morning by your friends at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Inashita, with a care, compassion, roadmap to your recovery begin. Once again, here's Bill Shope.
Thank you, Steve, and good morning, everyone. A number of items will receive a second reading at tonight's Portsmouth City Council meeting at the Creeker Innovation Hub, including an ordinance that would amend Section 505.01, which is animals running at large. It's going to add several subsections. Also getting a second hearing is an ordinance authorizing the acceptance of settlement funds from PFAS litigation totaling $340,511, with that money heading to the Waterworks Capital Improvement Fund. And if passed after a third reading, an item will be placed on Portsmouth City election ballots this coming November for a proposed renewal tax levy for the flood defense system, after declaring the amount of taxes that may be raised by levy at the maximum rate authorized by law. Now, Mayor Charlotte Gordon will call the meeting to order at 6 p.m. with the city manager's meeting to immediately follow. The public is encouraged to attend, and the meeting can also be viewed live on the City of Portsmouth Government Facebook page. Now, in the early morning hours of the weekend, we learned that the Portsmouth Dispatch Center of the Ohio State Highway Patrol received a call of a single vehicle crash that took place on Taylor Hill Road near the intersection of Bennett Schoolhouse Road in Minford. Chandler Preston, age 22 of Minford, was traveling northwest on Taylor Hill Road, driving a Chevy Silverado. She drove off the right side of the road before overcorrecting and going to the left side of the road, striking a ditch and then overturning. Preston succumbed to her injuries at the scene of the accident. A seatbelt was not in use at the time of the crash. This crash remains under investigation. And Ohio Governor Mike DeWine took a first step toward possible property tax relief for Ohioans. Angela N. has more.
He's forming a new working group to figure out how to ease the burden on Ohio homeowners without cutting off critical funding for schools, libraries, and police. Now, the governor says since property values have increased during the last decade, the resulting property tax increases have strained family budgets and challenged the financial security of those on a fixed income.
And as a reminder, American Electric Power says there's going to be a planned power outage from 5 a.m. until 7 a.m. on Thursday, July 17th. It's going to affect approximately 31 AEP customers along Chillicothe Street here in the downtown area. The blackout will permit crews to safely replace a power pole. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Shope.
Well, Bill, under the category of how time flies, Wednesday will be the Get Up and Go Show's 26th anniversary.
Oh, good.
Of being here.
Yes.
And we're not going to do a big thing about it. Henry Gross will join me because Henry's been a long-time friend, and we're going to just kind of reminisce a little bit about radio as it is and the 26 years and some of the things that have passed through our portals.
Over a quarter of a century.
Yeah, well, we celebrated 25 last year, and, I can remember the very first day we put the mix on the air because there had been some kind of a modern rock format before us.
Right.
And, and those folks who like that kind of music were passionate about it, but came to work the first day and we had protesters in the hall with signs. We want our Godsmack back, and stuff like that. But it died down. But it's been a fun 26-year run, and we've had a lot of fun over the years. And
glad to be part of it.
Well, you are. You've been here how long?
5 years.
5 years. Okay, so you've been. But over the portals of the 25 years, I was just kind of reminiscing here a couple days ago about it. About the people, the folks that have been through here, and just feel fortunate to still be standing after 26 years.
Yeah, I think we provide a great service to our community and our listening area, and plus provide entertainment.
We try.
At times. Yes.
Sometimes we succeed.
It's a slippery slope.
Well, but the thing is, growing up, and I know radio right now is it's a choice. It used to be in my book that I wrote. It was the social network before computers and whatever came on. But I just believe that local radio continues, if you're local radio, to do that, and you'll be fine. But unfortunately, too many radio stations in our world are not doing what we do.
Got to keep the local connection.
Got to do that. And of course, speaking of that, birthdays and anniversaries, one of the most important things we do. That'll be coming up in just a few minutes. We've been doing that
knocking. Yep.
26 years we've been doing that. And want to thank our friends at Dairy Queen.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Bill Show.
You got it, man.
All right, man. And looking forward to talking to Henry on Wednesday here. As this update brought to you by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Nishida, where the care, compassion, roadmap to your recovery begin. We'll check in with sports next.
The health and well-being of the community when it comes to cancer care and the cure is a name that's legendary. His name is Dr. Nishida. At Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, they're always there to think way ahead of the curve, to provide the absolute latest in care treatments and that personal one-on-one service that today is so rare. With Dr. Nishida and King's Daughters, they owe their success to the many forward-thinking community members and great volunteers who have all helped shape King's Daughters and Dr. Nishida as their first choice from patients and families who choose them for the most critical time in their life, when that absolute right decision must be made. For more information, from screenings to treatment, contact Dr. Nishida by calling 353-4884 or stop by and meet their incredibly helpful staff at 916 11th Street in Portsmouth. With Dr. I and Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, it's where the care, compassion, and the roadmap to your cure begin.
It is time once again for sports, and brought to you this morning by your friends at Collier and Collier Corner, 1661 State Route 522. And don't forget, they're going to be ready for setup for you anytime you need a variety of home medical equipment. Just give them a call, 574-0327. And believe it or not, you were actually here 26 years ago, weren't you?
I was. I most certainly was. That was summer in college, and I landed a job here while I was home in between semesters, and it started out me just running the board during Reds games and evolved into a midnight DJ shift from midnight until 6 a.m., I believe is what the shift was.
Yeah, you got to play all that music that they were protesting in the hall that we did away with, right?
All the heavy metal and stuff from that time.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Heavy Metal Chuck, he was known as.
Not so much. There was a lot of Van Halen over that 6-hour stretch.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into some sports. The Reds end up salvaging a pretty good homestand. They went, 4-3, I think?
I believe you're right. Two out of three from the Rockies themselves. I was kind of hoping for a sweep there over a team that has just been atrocious all year, but as Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
All right, here's Chuck.
Yep, the series started off on Friday with the Reds falling 3-2, but Cincinnati rebounded to win in epic fashion on Saturday as the Reds rallied with 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth to prevail 4-3. That brings us to the rubber match yesterday, which the Reds won 4-2. T.J. Friedel got the scoring started for Cincinnati early on. He was the leadoff batter, and in the bottom half of the first, one swing of the bat quickly made it 1-0 Reds.
2-1 pitch, and Friedel hammers it down the line and right and deep, and it is gone. T.J. Friedel unloads, blasting one out of here to right field.
That was Tommy Thrall on the call for the Reds radio network. Friedel wound up going 2 for 3 yesterday with that dinger. Matt McClain and Austin Hayes each had a couple hits. Tyler Stevenson and Ellie De La Cruz both logged doubles. Nick Martinez got the start. He pitched the first 5 1/3 innings, surrendering 2 runs off of 5 hits. He got the win. Emilio Pagan came on in the ninth to record his 20th save of the season. Yesterday's victory was manager Terry Francona's 2,000th. He's one of 13 Major League Baseball managers to accomplish that feat. He joins former Reds managers Sparky Anderson and Dusty Baker in that elite club. The Reds are 50-47, 3 games over the 500 mark at the All-Star break, 7.5 games out, and in 4th place in the National League Central standings. The Cleveland Guardians won a thriller yesterday, prevailing over the White Sox 6-5 in 10 innings. Stephen Kwan knocked in the go-ahead run with a sacrifice fly. Cleveland took 3 out of 4 from the White Sox. The Guardians are 3 games under the 500 mark with 46 victories and 49 defeats here at the All-Star break. They are tied for 3rd in the American League Central, 12 games out. The Home Run Derby will take place tonight at 8 o'clock. That'll be televised on ESPN. The Home Run Derby will be held in Atlanta, and that's where the All-Star Game itself will be played tomorrow night. In minor league baseball, the Chillicothe Paints won 2 out of 3 over the weekend. The Paints fell at Champion City on Friday 11-9. They then returned home to pick up a pair of victories over the Danville Dans, winning 12-6 Saturday and 9-4 yesterday. Chillicothe will entertain the Lafayette Aviators this evening at 7:05 at the VA. The Paints are right at the 500 mark with 19 wins and the same number of losses. Former Ohio State and current Cleveland Browns running back Quinshon Judkins was taken into custody Saturday by Fort Lauderdale police in Florida. He is currently booked into the main jail on 1 count of touch or strike / battery / domestic violence. The charge is a first-degree misdemeanor under Florida law. Jail records show Judkins is being held without bond. As of Saturday evening, no court date had been set. No additional details about Judkins' arrest or his charges were provided. In MLS soccer Saturday in Cincy, the Columbus Crew defeated FC Cincinnati 4-2. FC Cincinnati jumped out to an early 2-0 lead, scoring less than 60 seconds into the game and then scoring a second goal less than 5 minutes into the game, but the Crew would get the win. Shane Van Gissenbergen picked up his second straight NASCAR Cup Series win yesterday at the road course in Sonoma. Chase Briscoe, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, and Christopher Bell rounded out the top 5, and that is a look at sports.
All right, and thank you, Chuck. Brought this morning by Collier Home Medical. And they're right across the street from Kroger. Call 574-0327, and they will get you set up for anything you need when it comes to home medical equipment. And we'll check traffic weather together next.
Collier is expanding its business opportunities to include Collier Home Medical, a local durable medical equipment company, or DME, offering free home setup of a variety of home medical equipment such as home oxygen and portable oxygen, as well as hospital beds, wheelchairs, rollators, walkers, and more. Collier also offers home sleep testing along with CPAP and BiPAP for patients diagnosed with sleep apnea. Overnight pulse oximetry testing is available with a physician order. Located at 1661 State Route 522 across from Kroger in Wheelersburg, call 740-574-0327.
And your traffic service of your friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. Of course, the river is there with legendary steaks, chicken, ribs, and more. So stop in today when those doors open at 11. Been kind of quiet on this Monday. Not a whole lot going on. I haven't even heard of any heat out there except the heat that's obvious. So be careful. We do have the one lane on the west side there right near Sugar Grove, right at West High School. The 5 hour, it seems like 5 hours, but it's 5-minute red light. And don't forget, today we're also going to be doing drag patching on Sheridan Creek Road today and tomorrow. So if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic and service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather is service of the Scioto County Career Technical Center, where you can begin your career as a certified pharmacy technician. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. For more information, call 740-259-5526 or visit sciototech.org.
Your first alert forecast from WSAZ. Partly sunny skies with isolated showers. Thunderstorms work in during the afternoon. Feels like a normal summer day, though. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Back down through the 70s overnight tonight with the remaining showers fading. Look for a few more showers and storms in the afternoon tomorrow.
I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio Valley's hit music channel, Mix 99.3.
And downtown